October 3rd, 1993. Mogadishu, Somalia. Task Force Ranger gets the green light for what's supposed to be a simple mission. Get in. Grab two of Mohamed Farrah Aidid's top lieutenants and get out. 30 minutes. Tops. They've done this 6 times already. No problems. Today will be different. Today, 2 helicopters will get shot down and 18 Americans will die in the longest sustained firefight U.S. troops have faced since Vietnam. At 3:42 p.m., 160 elite soldiers fast rope into the Bakara Market in the heart of Mogadishu. Delta Force operators hit the target building. Rangers secure the perimeter. Black Hawks circle overhead, providing cover. Everything goes smooth. They capture 24 prisoners, including the targets. This should be over. Then at 4:20 p.m., a rocket-propelled grenade hits Super 6-1. The Black Hawk spins out of control and crashes 3 blocks away. The pilot is killed instantly. The rest of the crew is alive, but trapped in hostile territory, surrounded by thousands of armed Somalis. The mission just changed. Nobody gets left behind. 2 Delta snipers, Gordon and Randy Shughart, volunteer to rope down to the crash site alone. Command says no, it's too dangerous. They ask again. Command says no. They ask a 3rd time. Finally, Command approves. Gordon and Shughart rope down, knowing they're probably going to die. Their job is to protect the wounded crew until rescue arrives. Meanwhile, the ground convoy tries to reach the first crash site, but Mogadishu is a maze. They take wrong turns. They're ambushed at every corner. RPGs and machine gun fire from every window and rooftop. Humvees are getting destroyed. Men are getting hit. The convoy is lost in the city, taking heavy casualties, and they still haven't reached the downed helicopter. Then at 4:40 p.m., disaster strikes again. Super 6-4 takes an RPG hit. The helicopter crashes half a mile away from the first one. Now there are 2 crash sites, 2 crews that need rescue, and the entire Somali militia is converging on both locations. Back at crash site 1, Gordon and Shughart are fighting for their lives. Wave after wave of armed Somalis. The 2 Delta snipers are killing dozens, but there's too many. They run out of ammo. Gordon is killed. Shughart is killed. The mob closes in on the wreckage. They pull pilot Mike Durant out alive and take him prisoner. The rest of the crew is already dead. The Rangers and Delta operators who fast roped in are now pinned down at the target building. They can't move. Every street is a kill zone. They're running low on ammunition, running low on water. The wounded are piling up, and night is coming. The lost convoy finally reaches Crash Site 2 after taking massive casualties. They secure the area, but they're stuck. Can't move forward, can't go back. Somali militia has them surrounded. The fighting is house to house, room to room. Rangers are down to their last magazines. Some are fighting with captured AK-47s. Back at the base, commanders are scrambling. They need armor. They need a way to punch through to the trapped soldiers. They make a deal with the UN and Pakistan. Malaysian and Pakistani forces provide tanks and armored personnel carriers. It takes hours to organize. The trapped soldiers fight through the night. 18 hours of continuous combat. Every minute expecting to be overrun. Snipers on every rooftop. RPGs coming from everywhere. The Super 6-4 crash site becomes a fortress. Rangers stack sandbags from the wreckage. Use destroyed walls for cover. Hold off thousands of attackers. Finally, at dawn, the rescue convoy arrives. Tanks and APCs smash through roadblocks. The trapped soldiers pile into the vehicles. Some have to ride on top because there's not enough room. They run a gauntlet of fire getting back to base. Somali fighters shoot at them the entire way. More Americans are wounded in the extraction. When it's over, the numbers are staggering. 18 Americans dead. 73 wounded. 2 Black Hawks destroyed. But the Somali casualties are catastrophic. Over 500 killed. Maybe 1,000. Nobody knows for sure. The Battle of Mogadishu becomes the deadliest combat U.S. forces face in decades. Back home, Americans watch TV in horror. They see images of dead American soldiers being dragged through Mogadishu streets. Mike Durant, the captured pilot, appears on TV, beaten and held hostage. The American public demands answers. What are we doing in Somalia? Why are our soldiers dying there? President Clinton pulls U.S. forces out of Somalia within months. The mission that was supposed to bring peace and food aid to a starving nation ends in failure. Mohamed Farrah Aidid, the warlord they were trying to catch, stays in power. But here's what people forget. Those soldiers accomplished their mission. They captured the targets. They held their positions against impossible odds. They rescued the crash survivors they could reach. And most importantly, they never left anyone behind who was still alive. Every single American soldier who survived that battle came home. Gordon and Randy Shughart received the Medal of Honor posthumously, the first awarded Since Vietnam, they knowingly went to their deaths to protect their brothers. That's the real story of Black Hawk Down. 18 hours. 18 dead. Against thousands of armed militia in the most hostile urban environment imaginable. And those soldiers never broke. They fought until rescue came. That's not failure. That's courage under fire that most people can't even imagine.